Welcome to the next episode of the Dark Web Deacon. Before we begin, be sure to smash that subscribe button, click the bell to turn on notifications, and check out the latest items in the Dark Web Deacon merch store. There is a link in the video description below, and become a true Dark Web enthusiast. New videos are published every Monday and Thursday. Bitcoin has been controversial since it was first invented in 2009. Crypto is viewed by many, particularly in the developing world, as a safe harbor during tough economic times. For today's episode, we're going to look at all the countries as of spring 2022 that have banned, severely restricted, or are talking about banning it in some capacity. Algeria. Algeria currently prohibits the use of cryptocurrency following the passing of a financial law in 2018 that made it illegal to buy, sell, use, or hold any virtual currencies. Bolivia. There is a complete ban in place on the usage of Bitcoin in Bolivia since 2014. The Bolivian Central Bank issued a resolution banning it and any other currency not regulated by a country or economic zone. China. China has cracked down on cryptocurrencies the last few years. Chinese officials have repeatedly issued warnings to its people to stay clear of it and have clamped down hard on mining in the country as well as currency exchanges in China and overseas. Efforts to undermine Bitcoin are largely seen as an attempt by the Chinese authoritarian government to float their own e-currency. On September 24, 2021, the People's Bank of China went further and outright banned cryptocurrency transactions in the country. Colombia. In Colombia, financial institutions are not allowed to facilitate Bitcoin transactions. The government warned financial institutions in 2014 that they may not protect, invest, broker, or manage virtual money operations of any kind. Egypt. Egypt's primary Islamic advisory board issued a religious decree in 2018, classifying Bitcoin transactions as haram, something prohibited under Islamic law. While not binding, Egypt's banking laws were tightened in September 2020 to prevent trading or promoting cryptos without a central bank license. India. India is becoming increasingly hostile towards cryptocurrencies. On November 23, 2021, the government announced its intentions to introduce a new bill to the Indian Parliament, which would establish a new central bank-backed digital currency, as well as a ban on almost all cryptocurrencies. Indonesia. The Bank of Indonesia, the country's central bank, issued new regulations banning the use of cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, as a means of payment starting January 1st, 2018. Iran. While the central bank prohibits the trading of cryptocurrencies mined overseas, it has encouraged Bitcoin mining in the country with incentives. In order for the crypto industry to flourish, Iran has offered licensed miners cheap energy, but requires all mined cryptos to be sold to the central bank. Iraq. The Iraqi central bank has become particularly hostile to cryptos, issuing a statement in 2017 prohibiting their use, which is still in force to the present day. In early 2021, the Ministry of the Interior of Kurdistan, a regional government, issued similar guidance to stop money brokers and exchanges handling cryptos. Kosovo. While the holding or trading of cryptocurrency assets isn't yet prohibited in Kosovo, the government announced a ban on crypto mining in early January 2022, blaming a growing energy crisis. Police have been tasked with enforcing the ban as well as pinpointing mining locations throughout the country. Nepal. The Nepal Rashtra Bank declared Bitcoin illegal as of August 2017, and that remains in place to this day. North Macedonia. North Macedonia is the only European country thus far to have an official ban on cryptocurrencies, such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and others, in place. Russia. While crypto isn't outlawed in Russia, there was until recently a conflict being waged against its use. Russia passed its first laws to regulate cryptos in July of 2020, which for the first time designated cryptocurrency as a property liable to taxation. The law also bans Russian civil servants from owning any crypto assets. Sweden. In an open letter to the EU in November 2021, members of the Swedish government encouraged the EU to consider an EU-level ban on the energy-intensive mining method known as proof of work, in the name of global warming. Other forms of crypto mining were allowed in the letter. Turkey. On April 16, 2021, the Central Bank of Turkey issued a regulation banning the use of cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, directly or indirectly to pay for goods and services. The following day, the Turkish president went further and issued a decree that crypto exchanges are subject to anti-money laundering and terrorism financing rules. United States of America. Banning of various or all crypto assets is not impossible even in the U.S. A draft for the American Competes Act of 2022 was introduced in the House of Representatives in January of 2022. But a provision buried deep in the pages of the document has alarmed lobbyists who are concerned about how it grants unchecked power to a single entity capable of, quote, banning cryptocurrency transactions at will, end of quote. This bill is still being debated, but for those in the U.S. government who fear that crypto assets could decrease their power and control of everyday Americans is a real threat. Vietnam. The State Bank of Vietnam has declared that the issuance, supply, and use of Bitcoin and other cryptos is illegal as a means of payment and is subject to punishment by fines. However, the government doesn't ban Bitcoin trading or holding Bitcoin as an asset. I hope you found this episode educational and entertaining. And remember, cryptocurrency regulations around the world are changing constantly. So before you make that investment, be sure to review the rules and regulations in your country of origin. Thanks for watching, and as always, please like, subscribe, and provide comments, and turn on notifications by clicking the bell in order to check out future videos published twice a week.